My name's Harold Tarbell. I'm a Mohawk from the community of Akwesasne, which is just down the road from here. I live in Vancouver. I've been an independent facilitator for about 15 years and have the great privilege of facilitating a number of conversations in a variety of areas where Aboriginal people and the government, the corporations, nonprofits in both Canada and the United States are really looking to make some changes and to create some progress, and this is another excellent opportunity to do that. So you gather for the conference, and as you look at your agenda, really, if I could summarize it, it's to acknowledge and celebrate what is being done in Aboriginal economic development. It's to network and to learn from current initiatives, whether it's here in the dialogue, in the presentations, or in the workshops, or in the networking and trade show that is set up next door for us and the time provided for that. Throughout the conference, we anticipate that you'll hear a number of announcements about some new initiatives, some continued initiatives, and really all of which set some of the future direction and the future work that we will all be involved in. And in general, as we go through these next 2 days, we hope that we will be able to give a real sense of the scope and the scale and the value added of Aboriginal businesses in the mainstream economy. Our agenda is set up that way. We are here on today is called the Opportunity Day, and as in every good strategy, we will be looking at, first of all, what is going on in the environment. And every good strategy tries to make sense of an often complex or sometimes tumultuous environment, and so we will spend the day taking a look at that. Our agenda, once we've begun and had the welcoming and opening and the insights from our co-chairs, we will turn to the state of the economy by TD Bank Financial. We will look at the recent Aboriginal business survey by Environics. Following that session this afternoon, we're in concurrent workshops, again looking at some fairly specific initiatives, economic development initiatives around the country. We're looking at the Ring of Fire, we're looking at potash development, we're looking at 100 essential skills for entrepreneurs. I don't think there's going to be a quiz in that one, but I'd be interested to see how many of those we have. I would suspect a lot of A+s in the room, and in fact I've had a chance to see a number of people here, and I'm pretty sure about that. And then the fourth session is Plan Nord, investments in northern Quebec, and so that'll take us through our workshops. Again, looking at what I've been calling the environmental scan and the unlimited potential of Aboriginal business, a presentation by the First Nations Bank of Canada. We will hear from the National Aboriginal Economic Development Board, our friends and colleagues who are the co-chair, the chair and vice chair. And then you'll note in the closing remarks, we're going to turn to one of our co-chairs for the conference, but we've had an adjustment there, and I'm pleased to report that our friend and colleague, the Minister of Intergovernmental Affairs, Peter Panashaway, will join us this afternoon. I do want to note, of course, that an excellent conference has been prepared. I've been asked if I would keep the trains running on time, as it were. But a lot of work has gone into that, and those of you who have organized conference know that the logistics which get us to this part of the day, to get us to this version of the starting line is quite intense, and I just wanted to acknowledge a number of those people who have done that, both within ANSI and within Brentmore Associates, within Engage, which I believe is the the video company, and the people who have done the audio-visual. We have our simultaneous translation, and then of course you have an incredible selection of events, activities, including the Internet Cafe, which is available to you and provided by SNC Lavalin, I believe. I do want to refer everyone to the program in the sense of looking particularly at the back pages where we talk about our Aboriginal partners, or our partners for the conference, for the Aboriginal Entrepreneurs Conference and Trade Show. And I just want to note them. I want to note the Business Development Bank of Canada for providing the breakfast. I want to note Canada Post for providing the conference bags, SNC Lavalin for providing the Internet Cafe. And we make a point of calling them the partners, not because it's about not just donating to the conference, but it's about building and maintaining a working relationship with these corporations and these organizations so that they can contribute to the work that you're all doing and to the work that the department is trying to achieve through its economic development strategy. So our strategic partners, BDC, Bank of Montreal, Cameco, CN, and PepsiCo. And PepsiCo is sponsoring the lunch. And you'll see on the agenda where we've tried to put all of that in the program so that you will know. Our affiliate sponsors, Canada Post, Enbridge, SNC-Lavalin, National Post. I'm going to have to get the name for the conference management service. Oh, that's Brent Moore Associates. And then one of the organizations from the Government of Ontario, which I will get quickly. And our federal partners, the Foreign Affairs and International Trade Canada, Industry Canada, Human Resources and Social Development Canada, and Public Works and Government Services Canada. As well, of course, you know, we are co-hosted by the Canada Council on Aboriginal Business and Aboriginal Affairs in Northern Development Canada. And with that, I would like to ask the Elder if he would come forward with our co-chairs, the Minister of Aboriginal Affairs in Northern Development Canada and interlocutor for Métis and non-status Indians, Mr. John Duncan, and Clint Davis, the President and CEO of Canada Council of Aboriginal Business. They would join us here at the podium, and we will begin with the opening.